Hey guys, Solemn Salmon here, continuing the build up to the 22nd of February and the release of the 2.0 Cherryh update for Stellaris, along with the accompanying Apocalypse DLC. Thanks so much to everyone who watched and liked my video on the Cherryh features. The feedback has been awesome and it means a huge amount to me. This video is in a similar vein, checking out what's new to Stellaris in the Apocalypse DLC, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you that it's shaping up to be something special. No point throwing out hyperbole though, let's run through the two major additions, plus a few extra awesome ones. Planet Destroyers and Titans. Xindi superweapons, the Death Star, the Halo Array. The science fiction that inspires Stellaris is full of superweapons and planet-destroying devices, and it's finally time to unleash them in the game itself. The Apocalypse DLC introduces the Colossus Project, one of a number of new Ascension perks, more of which will be mentioned later, that allows players to research and design colossi, weapons of unparalleled power. Each Colossus mounts a single World Devastator class weapon, with a variety of designs to choose from. Dev Diary number 100 lays out 5 options. The World Cracker, your standard Death Star style blow up the planet superweapon. The Global Pacifier, a scary option that encases the entire planet within an impenetrable shield, allowing you to study your captives until the end of time. The Neutron Sweep, which efficiently kills off higher lifeforms but leaves buildings and infrastructure intact. The God Ray, converting the entire populace to spiritualist and destroying synthetics. And Nanobot Dispersal, which assimilates all the pops on the planet, causing its newly cyborg population to defect to your empire. Whilst you can only pick one design to start with, additional World Devastator weapons can potentially be unlocked through rare technologies. Colossi function with a mixture of the civilian and military mechanics currently in the game. They can't merge with other fleets, have little to no conventional armaments, and once tasked with targeting an enemy world, they'll travel directly to it and begin charging their weapon. World Devastators take some time to charge before it fires, so anticipate a climactic last-ditch engagement with the enemy, where the main characters beam aboard to try and disable it whilst dramatic music plays. Alongside Planet Destroyers, Apocalypse introduces a new Tier 5 ship class, Titans. Titans function as massive flagships for your fleet, and as such, you'll only ever be allowed a limited number at a time, based on your fleet capacity. As your flagship, they naturally come with a mass of hit points, shielding and armour, and the front section can fit Titan-class weapons, the largest size available to conventional ships. They can also be fitted with a single offensive or defensive aura, similar to defense stations in the current build of Stellaris, to aid your fleet in battle. Speaking of defense stations, their de facto replacements in Cherryh, starbases, also receive a weapons upgrade in Apocalypse. Ion Cannons are massive gun emplacements that can be deployed to defend a starbase, mounting a single XL-sized weapon, allowing engagement with enemy fleets from a massive range. Planet-destroying weapons and larger ship sizes have been a long time coming to Stellaris, and whilst a number of awesome mods have filled the void, it's great that Apocalypse is introducing them to the game officially. I am so pumped right now. Marauders and Mid-Game Crisis. Those ion cannons might well come in handy with the second major addition in Apocalypse. Marauders are a new type of non-playable empire that wander around the galaxy, living on ships and stations, and making a living by raiding and threatening standard empires. Whilst they lack the technology and sheer firepower of a fallen empire, Marauders are no slouches and can put together some fierce fleets. This is, however, both a good and bad thing for your empire. Bad because having a bunch of bloodthirsty raiders wander over and demand a tribute from you is somewhat annoying. Good because you can occasionally get Marauders to use their fleets for your benefit. For a price, you can encourage Marauders to raid one of your rivals, distracting their attention from yourself. Alternatively, you can pay to enlist a Marauder fleet for your own benefit, gaining control of a powerful fleet and admiral for your own devices for 5 years. What pushes Marauders above simply being a higher level pirate though is the Horde mid-game crisis. As an event chain that can trigger 100 or so years into the game, Marauder empires may unify under a single banner led by a Great Khan. Once this happens, the Marauders become a horde, expanding outward, claiming new systems and laying waste to any who dare defy them. It's an interesting addition, which should add some much needed spice to Stellaris' sometimes rote mid-game, operating somewhat similar to an awakened fallen empire. If you and your allies should succeed in defeating the Horde, or simply killing the Great Khan, the Horde may dissolve into new divided states, or form a brand new democratic federation. Privateers remain in the game, with the galleons still spawning in a special home system, whilst pirates receive a slight change, appearing randomly in systems bordering a player or AI empire. New CIVICS. Apocalypse is also throwing a few brand new CIVICS into the mix, allowing greater customization of empires and deeper roleplaying. The Barbaric Despoiler Civic grants an empire mechanics akin to Marauders, unlocking the Raiding Orbital Bombardment Fleet stance, which attempts to abduct pops from bombarded worlds, transporting them back to your own colonies to be used as forced labour. You also gain a special Casus Belli, Despoilation, allowing you to declare war for the specific purpose of nabbing xeno slaves. Your empire's diplomatic tradition tree is swapped for adaptability, and you're blocked from forming federations or defensive pacts. Because why would you want to make friends with your xeno slaves, duh? Alongside this, two new civics affect your homeworld. The post-apocalyptic civic imagines that your empire was born in the aftermath of a nuclear war. You start on a tomb world with few resources, but your pops gain the survivor trait for additional lifespan and tomb world habitability. The life-seeded civic imagines that your species evolved in a beautiful paradise. You start on a massive Gaia world, but your species' habitability is set to the Gaia world preference, resulting in 0% habitability for any environment bar Gaia, Habitat, or Ring World. I will say though, life-seeded sounds like a great addition for anyone who wants to try out the One Planet Challenge, giving you the best possible start to a tough scenario. New Ascension perks. As well as civics, Apocalypse throws out a few new Ascension perks as well. Nihilistic Acquisition works as a beefed up version of the Barbaric Despoiler Civic, allowing Gestalt consciousnesses, authoritarians, and xenophobes to conduct raiding for slaves/livestock/fleshy batteries as appropriate. Enigmatic Engineering, meanwhile, stops your ships from spawning debris when destroyed, allowing you to safeguard any technological superiority from enemy hands, as well as boosting sensors. There are also a couple of changes to Ascension perks coming with the free Cherryh update though. Interstellar Domination now reduces the influence cost of claims in new starbases, whilst World Shaper is now required to unlock Gaia World terraforming. Mastery of Nature also switches it up, unlocking a new planetary edict that permanently increases the size of your planets by adding between 1 to 3 new tiles. Alongside these changes, Cherryh introduces two new Ascension perks. Eternal Vigilance is a defensive-minded perk that increases starbase hull points and defense platform capacity. Executive Vigor doubles the duration of edicts. Unity Ambitions. Executive Vigor seems to have been added with the Cherryh update and Apocalypse DLC's changes to edicts in mind. In an effort to grant players more options for using stored up energy and Unity, Cherryh introduces campaigns, edicts that cost energy rather than influence. Similarly, Apocalypse introduces Unity Ambitions, new edicts that cost Unity. They're extremely powerful late game edicts, great for when you've unlocked all the traditions your empire needs, but don't want to pointlessly store 200k of Unity. That's it for the major features coming to Stellaris in the Apocalypse DLC. Hopefully this video has given you a good idea of what to expect, and make sure to mention any features you're looking forward to in the comments. Like and subscribe for more from me, Solemn Salmon. Until next time.